Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Victoria 3. I am Liquidor. Well, they dropped a patch today. Patch 1.3, 1.3.5. So I'm trying to read this like little text down there, and I realized what is that thing? A better way to read it. Yeah, it's Victoria 3 patch 1.3.5 is released today. De a la mente, whatever that means. But it's basically broken this save. The easiest way to say that. So, the Italy save, or the Italy game with, or the Two Sicily game is over with. So, let's not worry about that. So let's look at the patch 1.35. I'm also not too invested in what we were doing there. I mean, it's easy enough to be like, we played an hour, we can play more later. We'll just play with the new stuff, whatever it is. There's a. I was playing on 1.33 so long. I didn't even notice a 1.34. Yeah, it's 1.33 hotfix to update 1.35. Page. Yeah, okay, see, look. You got the hotfix in 1.35. Where is this 1.3.4 patch that I never saw? God, I went to my other computer to look at this. And it's just right there. Okay. So, no idea what this patch was, or even if it released or anything. Because, no. No, not Steam. Steam's being a bully. Ah, come on, give it to me. Such smaller. What? You come back here? Oh, okay. We went here. Property. It does. It does. What is that? Is it simple? So they had a 1.34 live test. I wanted to see if there was 1.34 in there. Okay. The overlay's broken again. Took me, I think, 5-10 minutes to get that overlay to appear. Now it's just gone. So, is it a hotfix? Commanders that are in active battle can no longer be retired. Interesting. But revised divided monarchy and incorporates for 3 dynasties rather than a timer to install a candidate of your choosing. Well, no idea what this is. Oh, this is part of the I think voice of the people thing. So, or France, the French flavor pack, voice of the people. Blah, doesn't really seem to be interesting. Popularity characters, whatever. And the rest. Like, I'm just going through that because I have zero desire of what that means. Obstacle rules, submit the House of Bonaparte. Just people features. Social transfer, blah. Okay. Place natural borders. Algeria. Oh, bug fixes. Events do not play sound. New on-pulse events for divided monarchy won't continue while the dynasty is cementing its rule. Garibaldi now becomes an agitator when exiled by an event. There's an event option for death of Charles X. Charles X. Event where it gets legitimate progress while cementing the rightful end. It's a case where March on Versailles can trigger twice. Predictions on the French Pretender's Pulse free event triggers now ensure X always has a chance to save its scope. All historical members of the Orleans dynasty are not probably attracted to being a Orleans leader for the purpose of triggering events. Moves the surplus down, pull down of the death of Charles X events and occur once regardless. Oh, demobilize a general. Okay, that's good. That's interesting. I like that. That's a good change. Like, all this right here has been garbage. I don't really care. Demobilizing in general. I like that being an option. I probably won't use it. I'll forget. Haiti. Haiti to cancel its fresh indemnity. Haiti target plays now targets all countries that hold states that are relevant for unification or borders, allies. Target disqualifying or great powers to attack. It's target Austria over blah blah and transfer Austrian morale. One umbrella wargle. Annexed by them. Put down the size. War goal. Petitions should no longer trigger while a law is enacted by that government. Flag canton definitions for blah blah. Add a political movement to agitators supporting character panel. Toast. Exile characters will now send notifications to all diplomatically relevant countries. Important action alert when characters can mobilize her. Oh, so they alert me when they can be demobilized. Okay, that's good. Like this demobilizing button has been the best thing about this 3.5 so far. Exile's notification group, mesh the settings of describe population as places capped properly. Character interactions now display their cooldown with have to go to skill tip. Issue with revolution enemies with no iron. Low training alert. Low training alert at war now triggers based on actual negative training modifier, not the military budget level itself. At MD settings. Empty states. That's an empty state. Does your popularity now amplify system support rather than generate support? Okay. Improved the industry ban law, have tech penalties, and made them exclusive to production tech. Blah, 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 blah. Reduced army trading rate to 20. Reduced demand for fine art. The demand for fine art was ridiculous, really. That makes sense. Increased demand for services. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, like, fine art. Everyone wanted fine art for no apparent reason. Like, you can't produce that much fine art reasonably. Used to packed petition. I mean, now if you're already in the process of enacting the law, it's now scaled to how far you've gotten. No reduction. There's still initial phase. Phase. Perfect. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. I didn't know that it wasn't part of the game. Because I either ignored it or did it. So. Optimization. Performance, okay. Modding? Okay. I haven't looked at the mods in a long time. In a while. The cost newly released not have journal entries. Always takes for only be in the case for revolution since tended. Prevent successions that can't progress with. Standing, graphic setting, liberating goals, militias, non-properties in single party states, agitators, exile exile pool, fixed about movements, hidden map objects, coups. Coups are no longer inheritable by revolutionary countries. What? Springtime, no. Agitator. Now lead political movements when given roles incompatible with the agitator role. These are probably called president. Submarine and carriers now have a unscaled. Per level training rate penalty. Submarines and carriers. There are submarines and carriers in this game. Enact laws, there's a chance the law will pass the next checkpoint on the last phase. Added a check to expand building tutorial to ensure that building selection can actually be expanded. The head of state and parliamentary republics are now selected based on their interest clout, including voting power rather than raw political strength. Fixed a case where often convent blah. Alright, so patch 1.3.5. They dedicated a lot of space to this garbage thing that I don't care about. I mean, like, there. That's what I care about. They fixed some things for voice of the people. But, you know, this is the most important part of the patch right now that I saw. Demobilize general. And they gave an alert for that, and then they did some fixes and bug fixing and optimization. It's a pretty minor patch, I'd say. We're gonna have to see how this pans out. I mean, the French flavor pack doesn't really matter to me. But, most of this is interesting. Agitators. Nah. You know, I want to fix to warfare first, and then I want to fix to diplomacy next. Or maybe I could flip those. Because if diplomacy is done right, then warfare flows well, will flow better, feel better. The diplomacy and warfare, or warfare and diplomacy, those need to be the next things. There's government laws and the French flavor pack here. Pretty much a non-issue in this game. Has been a non-issue in the game. I don't have many things really up here. You still have this. Install that. I'm not gonna play it. What's this? Uninstall that. I'm not gonna play that again either. Probably not. Oh no. Might come back to it in a few years if they fix the game up. Otherwise, it's pretty much shit right now. I don't want to touch it. Like, they didn't fix the campaign, and the campaign's like what I want to play right now. I don't really care about the league stuff. That's me. Overall, I think 1.35 is headed in the right direction. I think Voice of the People should not have come out. It should have been something different. Just call it the French flavor pack and just pass it, you know. Put it in a minor, like, between big patch updates. Warfare needs to be improved. Diplomacy needs to be improved. Government and laws did not matter. Or were, like, secondary, tertiary, you know, things that worked well enough, that weren't a problem, that weren't in your face, needed to be dealt with type things. You either worked around them, you know. The economy in this game is solid. The laws and government and politics, they're okay. You know, that's where, you know, you can build up. That's where I expect, you know, future patching and content. But you really need to fix the warfare. You really need to fix the diplomacy in this game. Then you can worry about laws. You know, once you got your warfare and your diplomacy just, you know, working relatively well, then you can worry about these laws. Governments and laws and flavor. That's why I really think, you know, if this came out like in a year or two, the Voice of the People DLC, it would not have been received as bad as it was. Oh look, it finally came out. Sphere of Influence. This feels like, if I look at this, building blocks to protect the regional interest investment in foreign politics. Feels like more government stuff. Doesn't feel like diplomacy. I'll wait and see for that. Yeah, mostly negative. 26, 25 units. I would have preferred Spear of the People to come out. You know, that would have been good over Voice of the People. Sphere of Influence definitely would have been more well received right now because, again, diplomacy, warfare. That's where it needs to be focused. Alright, that is it for now. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys again next time. Have a good night. Oh, why there's no actual gameplay today? I had a network problem, internet fell, and like down for about an hour, I want to say. Let me check. That was about an hour. That's about half an hour. That put me at, yeah, it was about 50 minutes before I could come back. So that was annoying to deal with. So tomorrow, more Victoria 3. Today, just patch notes.